So what we're looking at here is that workflow that we've built, and this could be customized. So you could build your own workflow. It doesn't have to look like this, right?
So all of the labels, all of the boxes, all of the connections between the boxes, all of that can be completely configured within Administrate by a user.
Yes.
With no programming or anything.
Nothing. No.
And then now you got standardization, and you can manage it all through Administrate.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So what this is basically, you have a certain task, or you're running a certain event that needs to pass through multiple approvals, right? Get a little bit more signature from the right people, and it needs to pass, and then unless once finalized, it kicks off the needed, like enroll these people or send this communication to this person, and so on and so forth. And throughout that cycle, we could also tie in the automated communications, like, hey, when it reaches manager approval needed, send an email to that manager and inform them that they need to sign or approve this thing.
So as these learners or these requests are working their way through this workflow, we're firing off communications.
Yes.
We are capturing data. We are filling in information on reports. All of that's happening, but I don't have to worry about it because Administrate's walking me through every step of the way.
Exactly. So you just simply, for example, I'm at the first step here, right? Course interest. But again, you could change the labels, you could change the branches, everything. So I need to put certain information like name, region, because it kicks off the initial task. And then it ties in also through integrations. Like if somebody, goes to the training center that we integrated with to sell training and they buy training, it can pass through the system, right? It could pass through the same system. Or if you do it, from Administrate, where the training manager is assigning things manually from his side, they could pass through this. Everything passes through the approval workflow, which can be automated completely without approvals, or it requires approvals. If you're buying from this training center, it passes through this branch. If it goes through this internal system, it passes through this branch, and so on and so forth.
Very powerful.
Very, very powerful feature. And then you simply, once you fill in that information, you click onto the next step that is required, and then you hit save, and then it kicks off the communication to the person who's in charge or who owns this step to see it. Yep, happy with it, next, and it passes through that pipeline.
Super cool.
Very, very. Another cheers.
Yeah. Yes, another cheers. Cheers to workflow automation.
automation.
Yeah,
Exactly.
We love that.